Hey, what's up guys? We're going to be doing the Battle of Samarra on hard difficulty. So this is going to be in 363. Emperor Julian has been pushing his way into Sassanid territories. This is Julian the Apostate, but he's going to do so in a very poorly organized way. He fails to take the city of Ctesiphon, and this is, kind of what it says here. And so now he's doing his hasty retreat, and he's being harried and harassed by the pursuing Sassanid forces who are scorching the earth in front of him. So it's a very desperate retreat, and here you play as the Sassanid. So let's go ahead and get this started.
Emperor Julian of the Eastern Roman Empire has led an expedition into Persia. Unable to capture the Sassanid capital, Ctesiphon, Julian has pulled his forces back to the north. In an effort to demoralize and starve out the Romans, the Sassanids have sent multiple skirmishing forces to harass them. The Sassanid army now attacks at Samarra in an effort to end the war.
So we're going to go ahead and get this party started. We move up our archers
the Romans are
to this position.
The time to...
And the Roman force, I've played this before just to get a sense of sort of the AI's tactics and what army it fields, and also what army I field. So we do have access to some of these nice cavalry forces, especially these Samarran crossbowmen, who you guys will see in some of my multiplayer battles, who are very good, so I definitely want to save those. And then we have a lot of infantry at our disposal, so I think we're going to go ahead and put two of our Armenian spears on the right flank. I can see that's where the Romans have two of their pretty heavy cavalry units on that flank. And then we're going to go ahead and just have a couple cataphracts in the distance. We'll move our general back. And I want some supporting forces on the right. That's where I'm going to land my heavy strike. And then in the center, I want my Samarran cavalry there. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is the Roman force is pretty large, so let's go ahead and spread out our troops and just allow my initial ambushes in the forest to play out, and the AI will probably counterattack. The AI seems to do relatively competently of choosing which forces it wants to attack. I mean, that's something it did in Rome too as well, but it seemed to play out pretty well. I'm not super sure how predictable the AI is. Like I said, I played this before. I have heard the developers say that the historical battles now are not as scripted as they were in Rome 2, so I'm going to be looking to see if that's true, and I'll tell you if it plays out differently than my previous playthrough. But it seems like the Roman army just wants to stick together, and there you go. Yeah, the cavalry I think is maybe programmed to be pretty aggressive, so it'll just go ahead and chase after your guys, and it seems to be forming up in wedge. So let's pull our guys back and prepare ourselves for a counterattack on the flank, get myself in the wedge in the forest, and allow my horse archers to continue to get as much damage. These guys seem to be very heavily equipped though. Let's pull some reinforcements over here. Let's pull one of my spears through here, and now let's see if we can't counterattack that force there. It seems like his units are actually quicker than my horse cav. That's pretty scary. So it looks like I'm going to have to intercept this force. Holy shit. Oh my god, these guys are quicker than me? That's very scary. So I'm going to commit everything on this fight because they are engaging over on this side.
Beware! Our hidden units have been revealed!
I'm going to pull these guys back. Don't want them wasting too much ammo. Let my spearmen deal with that, and then let's go after a scorpion unit. Over on this flank here come my reinforcements. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job. I don't think I necessarily need my archers to help clean that up. Let's pull them back into the fight. Spearmen seem to be doing pretty well. Oh man, my cataphracts are getting destroyed by that force over there. I wish I had saved some horse archers for that front. Gonna keep these guys over here just to keep the Roman army at bay. Yeah, I mean, this unit has been destroying my forces. And one of the cool things I wanted to note is you can see actually how long these cavalry fights do go on. It's pretty crazy, actually. You would have expected me to have destroyed this enemy force, but I guess because these melee cav and these are all mostly cataphracts, and we're heavily armored, it's not going to be a quick fight, which is pretty good to see. I have yet to see cavalry fights last that long in multiplayer, but it's something I hope to see. And if it's happening with the AI, it could be due to some of the AI buffs, but still, I mean, that's pretty crazy. These Tagmata cavalry, I mean, these guys are holding up forever. Alright, let's see if we can't get these guys to target. Hitari Guard are very, very good. I'm going to move some of these spearmen into these guys, countercharge with my cavalry there, and just have my archers mostly just continue to do their... Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get into square there. It looks like all of his forces are going to collapse on me. That's going to be the perfect opportunity to wheel about, get some cataphracts on the left, get some crossbowmen on the right. And you can see, even though I hit these guys full on with the force, they are not going to break. So units are appearing to be much, much sturdier than usual. I'm guessing the AI is going to react almost instantaneously. Let's not deal with that. So that's the problem when you fight against the AI, is it does have the ability to react almost instantly with its pikes. So pikes are a little bit maybe overpowered, but at least I can keep them away from my main forces. Enemy force is still alive here, amazingly. So it looks like my guys here are going to do a pretty good strike. Let's land. Yeah, let's get some of my melee cav. Oh my god, his general's almost dead. That's perfect. So let's actually retarget some of my guys against his Palatina. Form up into the square, and I'll let my guys stand there. These guys are going to come and commit to this fight. Pull out my cavalry, and these forces here. Yeah, let's get them committed there. And then we're going to come and swap, bring those guys down on the general. We'll be landing a lot of nice strikes on these units. We're going to have to, unfortunately, yeah, pull back. And let's commit this force here. Oh, nope. Gonna have to brace up for that assault. Land a rear strike there. Turn about and fire. So I'm gonna clean up the rear of, oh my god. Clean up the rear of the enemy force. Let's turn on skirmishing. I like that skirmishing is initially turned off, because that's usually something I do want to turn off in my battles. And then, you know, you can pop it back on at will. Gonna keep my Persian camel riders engaged in that fight. Coming with my archers. Looks like he's, yeah, finishing off my guys. So we're actually gonna go tackle the Romans over there. And let's come to the relief of this column. Let's have my Samarran cavalry just point blank on those guys, and we'll pop both of those two abilities.
Excellent.
Excellent. So we killed the Roman Emperor. Let's come back in for another strike.
Warriors. His men will be disheartened when they hear.
There we go, let's land some nice strikes. Finally look at a little bit of the action. The battle has stabilized quite a bit. So something you'll note from this historical battle is, I do have to say, I guess the AI is acting a little bit differently than before, and it's not super able to be manipulated. It stayed in a pretty good blob, although there are some units back here that seem to have strayed from the fight and aren't re-engaging. For the most part, the AI seems to be behaving relatively competently. And one of the things that I kind of like is actually the fact that these battles are lasting a while. That's something that people didn't like about Rome 2, is how quick the battles were over. And yes, I've seen battles go pretty quickly, but at the same time, I mean, we're still seeing these battles come into these like big grinding fests, which is actually really cool to see. Especially the heavy cavalry fights, that I was surprised about. You saw the one that was grinding on over here forever. That took, you know, ages to be finished, and that's because we were both very heavy cavalry, both melee cavalry, so very interesting to actually see that play out. Super excited to see how that sort of affects the multiplayer meta down the line. And these crossbowmen are definitely good at picking off high value armored units. I'm gonna break out of the square and just tackle those guys and pull out my cavalry and see if we can engage this big infantry blob over here, which seems to be almost dead. Charge back against those guys point blank. And over here,
have struck our general down.
Oh man, they killed our
Our
general.
brave general has laid down his life on the battlefield.
So let's just countercharge. Perfect. So even though it looks like I did lose my general, it looks like we'll still be able to pull off a victory. There goes the enemy forces. They are going to be, yep, routing. So victory on this battle. Definitely hard fought. And definitely very fun. I look forward to play the other historical battles. The historical battles, as we've known from Total War, I mean, they're okay at recreating history. There's obviously a lot of gaps I could go on and on about how it's not super accurate. But for what it's worth, definitely fun, definitely recommended. I'll have to check out the other battles to see just kind of what those offer as well.
Armenian spear!
So that's going to be it for the battle. Hope you guys
You
enjoyed.
have done it, Commander.
There you go. So defeated the Roman army. This one is over. And yeah, there was no option for me to actually save and replay the battle, so that's why I had to do this first person. I would have liked to give you more of these perspective shots like this. But anyways, that is going to be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. We can actually go ahead and take a look at the stats if you'd like. Some final shots of my army chasing the Romans. So let's end the battle. Yeah, so there's no way for me to save the replay, so I had to share it to you live. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Hope this gives you a little bit more of a sense of what to expect from Total War's historical battles, and I'll try and get a couple more. Let me know which ones you want me to do next. Thanks so much. And once we see the screen, yep, there you go. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.